The 25th of June 1950. War breaks out on the Korean peninsula. 3 million people die. A country divided and next to no hope of resolution. Whilst an armistice agreement is signed, there would be no official peace treaty.
Officials met with United Nations representatives to talk about a truce.
The armistice is signed and cameras record the moment of history.
And it will allow some of the grievous wounds of Korea to heal.
1971, China. Table tennis as a tool for rebuilding international relations. A long-term aspiration of the Ittf becomes reality after the 31st World Championships. For the first time in 20 years, an American delegation is invited to the People's Republic of China. Together, they play a series of friendship matches. Bridges are built, ping-pong diplomacy is born.
The bamboo curtain has been cracked by a ping pong ball.
If you say ping-pong diplomacy today, everyone, everywhere, will know what you mean.
1991, Japan. In a move strongly backed by the Ittf, North and South Koreans join for the very first time as a unified Korea team at the 41st World Championships in Chiba, Japan. Together, they achieve the unthinkable and beat China in the final. With the whole globe watching on, Korea are standing proudly on top of the world. 2018, Korea. After many years of strong political tension between the two countries, the leaders of North and South Korea shake hands. For the first time since the Korean War, they step foot on both sides of the border. A symbolic moment for the peninsula signals the dawn of a closer relationship between North and South.
Look at them holding hands, entering into that peace house there.
Holding hands as they step across to each side of the demarcation line.
A truly momentous change.
Just 2 days later, the 63rd World Championships get underway. Not for the first time, table tennis was about to play its part in peacemaking in Korea. A 147 teams from 87 different countries got together in Halmstad, Sweden to fight for the respective titles. As part of the event, the Ittf held an unofficial launch of the newly founded Ittf Foundation. Shortly before this event, an idea was born during a conversation between Mr. Frank G., Special Advisor of the Ittf President Thomas Weikert, and the Ittf CEO Steve Dainton.
Table tennis has always acted as the sport for the peace and the democracy. So why we do not think about, during the World Table Tennis Championship, do some activities involving both North Korea and the South Koreans.
This idea was further developed by the Ittf Foundation Director Leandro Olvek and Ryu Sung-min, underpinning the very philosophy of the Ittf Foundation, solidarity through table tennis.
Because this slogan is solidarity through table tennis. Solidarity means we are united all together. So I had an idea in South and North Korean players, just few points, some delivered peaceful message.
This peaceful message was inspired by the recent happenings in Korea. Building on this, the Ittf invited players from both countries to participate in an exhibition match during the inauguration of the Ittf Foundation. With the World Championships underway, both Korean teams started brightly and made it through to the main draw. South Korea topped their group and qualified directly for the quarter-finals, as North Korea reached the round of 16. All eyes now turn to the knockout stage draw to see who would play who.
We saw on the screen that Russia was playing against North Korea in the last 16, and then what was the next match? Next match is the winner of this match against South Korea.
And I think we both asked ourselves the question if it was right if the two Koreans should play, given the fact that they were currently trying to make peace with each other. And
so the idea was born, and then we decided to go ahead if North Korea women's team win, and all the other teams who could be involved in the next rounds agree. And surprisingly, they agreed that we could do that, because it was, of course, not 100% according to rules.
It all started from there. I guess I'm not sure if we really honestly thought we could make it happen in such a short time period at that time, but we thought at the end, probably if we could, and together with the Koreans, it would be a really nice action from the ITTF.
Welcome to the next level.
A very warm welcome, table tennis fans, to Day 5's first match of the Liber World Table Tennis Championships 2018. It's quarterfinals day of the knockout draw for the Women's Championship division. First match on Day 5, Table 2, an all-Korean women's quarterfinal matchup between the Korean Republic 5th seeds versus DPR Korea, seeded 19th.
Republic of Korea coming out now. Both teams such world-class players in different styles, defence and attack. I think it's going to be a really great game.
Well, how about that? What a surprise this is, Will. I've just received a statement from the ITTF that these guys are smiling warmly and they don't want to compete against each other. They want to compete together as a unified Korea, a decision supported by the ITTF. Just Korea, that's what they want to play as. They don't want to be subdivided into North or South Korea. None of that nonsense. They want to get together. This is a lovely, compassionate moment.
What an inspirational show of unity that was, and wow, what a team they're going to create. Fantastic to see. And
저도 잘 모르겠어요. 저도 지금도 좀 되게 얼떨떨하고 어제 저녁 늦게 들었고 오늘 아침이 이제 확정됐다는 걸 들었기 때문에 저도 좀 어떤 느낌인지 잘 모르겠어요.
힘이 더 강해질 수 있다. 강해질 것 같다. 그런 믿음.
The next question, do you think you would win gold medal?
너무 따고 싶죠. 네. 네. 우선 당연히. 저희가 4강을 먼저
이제 잘 치러야지.
네, 잘 하고 그다음 또 하나씩 일어나갔습니다.
We begin this morning with the latest sports diplomacy between the two Koreas.
A unified table tennis team from South and North Korea will compete in the World Table Tennis Championships.
Die Frauenteams von Nordkorea und Südkorea haben entschieden, nicht wie geplant im Viertelfinal gegeneinander anzutreten.
朝鲜和韩国队将组成联队，直接参加半决赛。
世界乒乓球锦标赛团体赛上就再次上演了朝韩携手的一幕。
A historic moment and perhaps a first in the history of international sport, a mid-tournament merger.
The joint squad will be called Korea and will face off against Japan on Friday.
I didn't expect how many medias only for table tennis team, but there was a hot issue at the moment. But all the Korean people and especially table tennis fans very much welcome for our actions. Then also we deliver a strong message to the world, especially in table tennis world, make the peace through sport, through table tennis.
I think that for the city of Halmstad it was always an event having more than just table tennis. I mean, we were focusing also on the social parts, going out to social housing, etc. Of course, this added on that this is much more than a table tennis event, and this happening in Halmstad was of course a proof of that.
When we think on it now, we had some, let's say, we thought, oh, do we do the right job? But we did the right job.
우선은 정말 다른 팀이었다는 게 믿기지 않을 정도로 한 팀이라고 서로 도와주면서 했고 또 좀 부담이 있었던 것도 사실이고요. 또 긴장도 좀 많이 됐던 것 같아요.
A unified Korean team taking on Japan here in this semi-final.
Oh, what a finish. Jeon Ji-hee gave everything. A quite incredible match. Japan back in the World Team Table Tennis Championships final. And what a way to do it. 3-0, a historic day for the sport of table tennis. With this combined Korean team, they gave everything, to their huge credit. They provided so much entertainment, so did the Japanese. But it is Hirano's
안 울려고 했는데. 저는 선생님들이랑 선수들한테 좀 미안한 게 가장 좀 그런 것 같아요. 그래서 좀 안타까운 것도 있고, 그래서 제가 실력이 많이 부족한 것 같고, 그래서 네.
이제같이 처음으로 27년 만에 다시 북남 유일팀이 돼서 그때 그 91년도와 같은 기적이 일어났으면 좋겠다 하는 기대를 하고 있었는데 그렇게 안 되다 나니까 조금 그쪽에서도 조금 좀 유감스러워했습니다.
Once again, I realized that the sports has the power to make peace or change the world. It was great picture and a great moment to deliver our message. We are one. We are the one through table tennis. It was really amazing moment.
I think it's just another small step in ITTF's history of helping countries make peace, and also in our efforts to help diplomatically where the ITTF can. And we've been well known for many years that the ITTF does a lot of sports for development activities. Of course, the bigger actions that you see here are the ones that are well promoted, but there's also a lot of smaller and behind-the-scenes actions that the ITTF is doing on a day-to-day basis.
The 21st of July 2018, Daejeon, Korea. The unified Korea movement kept going from strength to strength, building more momentum at this year's Korea Open. The mixed doubles pairing of Jang Woo-jin and Cha Hyo-sim saw players from both sides of the border united once again.
Korea does it! Korea! Unbelievable point to finish. Once again, the point of the match is match point, and the title is taken. North and South Korea have combined to beat China in the mixed doubles final. The crowd, look at the cameramen rushing the court. Ball boys and girls, they are on their feet. Have you ever seen a moment like this in table tennis? Not in my life.
This is not a show. This is reality that we need to promote more relations between South and North Korea. Then not only one time, but also we need to, sustainability. That is the most important thing.
Fantastic, historic, memorable